Hello. Hi. Oh, this works so much better than just Facebook. We have this new thing that we're doing this through, so it's really cool. I can actually see your names and it's not all tiny where I can't keep track of it. Hi. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I had COVID. I am feeling better. Hey, stop it. There's dogs here. The dogs are here. I had COVID and I am better from it. So I'm definitely feeling a lot better. Hello. Hi. We are going to, I'm trying to do like this new way of doing readings and stuff because one of the things that I have challenges with when I do it is hearing, like getting to hear people's voice. I don't hear any voices, it's just typing, and it doesn't always flow as easily unless I hear somebody's voice. So today I'm not going to do it like that, but I definitely can start doing it like that. I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that. I just thought I'd get some opinions. And today I was going to do it with just the typing and keep track of it that way. And I got to go grab my water. Hold on. Bear with me just a moment. Sorry. Sorry about that. So we're gonna try. Hi to everybody who signed on, especially when I was just out here just a second ago. I'm just talking about a new way to do this. So I have my little my email, my ask him a question at yahoo.com. I'm thinking that I'm just going to do those on this kind of platform, on the Facebook and the YouTube platforms through this. And we can at some point, I just got to figure out how to do it. Or actually Stephanie's got to figure out how to do it. But I could do it so that I could actually hear you. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. It's totally fine. Nothing like that. But definitely if you are up for that, not this time, next time, which is the Friday after Thanksgiving. So we're going to do these every 2 weeks. I'm going to do one of these. That way I can be on some kind of schedule, but then in the future I can actually hear people's voices and you guys can hear it too. And then that helps the reading go so much faster. So instead of me just getting a couple readings in, I can get in 3 or 4 instead of 1 or 2. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my plan here. Hi. And so people aren't still believing this shit and that's interesting. So anybody can come on my live, including whoever this other person is. Anyway, all right. So I am thinking that that's how I'm going to do it in the future. Today, we're just going to do kind of a couple of readings from you guys. So I do not know if my daughter is moderating. She might be, and she might not be. There we go. She might be, and she might not be. So you might see me looking over here into the comments, trying to read this stuff. Anyway, all right. So we're going to do this a different way this time. We're going to do, since all you guys are logged on right now, instead of people sending me emails prior to this way we can make sure that whoever is here, those are the names that I'm picking of the people that are signed on. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is that email is called ask him a question at yahoo.com. And you can try not to be super specific. All you got to do is throw in a name of a loved one you want to talk about, specify if I'm talking to a dead person or not, but you don't have to tell me much more than their first name. Or if it's a topic like you want to know about your love life, or if you should quit your job or whatever, just put like this topic. You don't have to go into a detailed question, but just make sure you're available for the back and forth conversation in the feed. So as soon as I say this is this person, just get into this conversation, and then we'll just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth like that. And I'll stay on and do a few like this because I think this should work pretty good. Next time though, I'll be able to hear your voices, and I think that will work even better. It's ask him a question at yahoo.com, and I'm opening up that now, and I'm probably just going to pull a name right off of it. It has to send me a text to make sure I'm me. Nice. So anyway, all right. So I've got it all here. It looks like I've had people sending messages here in the last 10 minutes. So I'll actually wait just a few more minutes for if anyone wants to do it that way. So all you got to do is just send an email to ask him a question at yahoo.com. And it looks like there's a couple of them showing up, I think. Hold on. But in the meantime, since I have you guys on here, I hope you're all doing awesome. It's Scorpio season still. So it's kind of like there's a lot of kind of feelings of romantic stuff in the air. Not all good stuff, but at least as far as the way I'm looking at this little Scorpio season, it's got lots of stuff like that happening right now. So anyway, questions, just so you guys know, just send them in, ask him a question at yahoo.com, and I'll pick someone that's on here. If you guys are interested, the next time I do this, which isn't going to be the Friday after Thanksgiving, but the one after that. So I don't know what day that is, but it's Friday, and it will be at night, and it'll be around the same time. But if you are able to just let me hear your voice, you don't have to go on camera. That kind of makes the readings a little bit easier, and they flow smoother. And then I'm not waiting necessarily to like get the send in response kind of thing that happens with the comments here. So I'll just say just for a few more minutes, we'll keep sending it in. And I can mention a couple of things actually, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. I have a really cool women's retreat that we did once last spring with my friend Dina, and that's coming up, and there's going to be like a little bit of a sale on the weekend after Thanksgiving. If you want to get in, just save a little bit, but I can't tell what it is. It's just a secret savings if you go in and look at that particular time. But it's a really cool thing. It's probably like the coolest thing I've ever done. One of the coolest things I've ever done. I've done a lot of cool shit, but this was pretty good. This was it was just a bunch of women, and it's a women's retreat, and it's in this place over in like by Monument, and so in Colorado. And so there's everything's inclusive there. So like you eat there, you sleep there, you do everything, and then we teach during that. And a lot of it is like about healing your trauma, healing your heart, different ways to do that, different ways to deal with your own anxiety and stuff like that. And it is a really, really, really cool retreat. And I think the website for that is embraceretreats.com. I'm pretty sure it's just me and Dina's workshop on there. But it was probably one of the coolest retreats I've ever done in both teaching and being a student of. I was like, this is really badass. So everything's included, but I thought I'd let you guys know that and let you know that comes up after like the weekend after Thanksgiving. All right, let me look in this and see what we got here for. Oh, look. Okay. I got some questions here. So I want to say, because wait, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So there's 2 that are standing out to me, and one of them belongs to Jules Jules to you, something. She's looking for someone named Joyce, and Joyce seems to be like a mother figure and nurturing, kind of like, I feel her energy coming through very strongly. I actually have someone else that I'm going to do a reading for after this. I will let you know it is someone that did this, but the Joyce person just kind of took over here for just a moment. So whoever is Jules to you, that's your email, who asked for Joyce. I definitely feel illness with Joyce, and I feel like she, though, is beautiful when she comes through. I feel like I'm looking at this woman whose energy, it's kind of like her name is Joyce and she has joy in her name. And I just feel like when I'm connecting with her, she feels like a mother figure. She feels like she was nurturing. She tells me she was ill before she died. But I do feel like I'm wondering if something happened here in her chest. I don't exactly know what that is. But I feel like she's here and she's like very excited to be here. And it's like whoever Jules to you is, that might be her daughter or someone like a daughter to her. That's what it feels like. So anyway, she's wanting to come in with some kind of guidance connected with something you're experiencing right now, and that you might want to hear what she has to say about it. And it seems like it has to do with a relationship with another person. Do I even have the person? Julie Simonson. Yes, you're here. I'm her daughter. You're Joyce's daughter. And was Joyce ill, though, before she died? She has this huge smile on her face. But she was ill before she died, and she tells me she wasn't well. And then she has like two other people with her as I'm connecting to her. So I'm not just talking to Joyce. She has another lady that's a little younger than her. And then there's a man over there. But those two, like, I feel like almost like Joyce is like a mother energy. And then you might also have like a father energy over there. So there's like a mom and a dad. But then there's someone a little bit younger than that who's also over there. But that one's just a little confusing for now. Wait a minute. Julie, do you have a mother and father in the spirit world, and like a friend? It's really like strong, like a masculine energy. But I don't know exactly what that is. That I'm still working with that. But I think there's a mother and father, and Joyce may be the mother. So what do you think about that? Your nephew. Wait, where did we go? Who? Julie Simonson. Is this who I'm with? Yes. So Julie, you are Joyce's daughter. That's your mother then? And she has a man with her. She keeps talking about a man who's like a father to you. They are getting along. They're I don't know how to say it. They're like getting along. They're standing there together. There's this peaceful energy between all these souls that you have over there in the spirit world. I saw you say something about your nephew. And that's not, I feel like I've got like a mother and a father, and then like a friend. I don't know who that one is. That one I'm just struggling with. But there's some other person there to talk to you. But these two people come together because they're talking about you having there's a hard time in the family. It's a hard time. I don't understand exactly everything that's happening in front of me here. But I feel like you have this Joyce, and then this man next to her, and then she's got a couple other people with her. She's got like brother, sister. But she's coming because basically what she's telling me is that for Julie there's a lot of stuff going on in your family right now. I feel like there's a lot of peace over there in the spirit world between all these people. And it's almost like they're coming with the embrace of your family because everybody's trying to like heal from something else. And this though looks like a mom and a dad. So I don't know where your nephew is, but I know that there's definitely someone close to your age who's here who also is like it's like a masculine energy, but I think it's a female. So this could be like a single mom or someone who was just really strong-willed and did whatever they wanted. And there's that person, and then there's somebody else. So you have a nephew in the spirit world? Like that's your nephew? I see. You understand. Let me, I'm just kind of going down here a little bit more just to see if I have anything else from Julie. All right. So I don't know what the deal is, Julie. You got a bunch of dead people over there and they seem to be like here. Everyone always thought she was a man. Okay. She is lovely. All right. I don't think she's man. I think she's badass chick. However, I got like a masculine energy. So that's just the vibe she gave off. But it's not just her. There's other people here. But did the nephew die? Like unexpectedly die? That seems to be this thing, unexpectedly. And I don't know who that is, but I know he's definitely younger than the friend of yours. But that friend of yours, the lady, she's got this guy with her. She's bringing him. So I'm not exactly sure if this is your nephew or not, but whoever this guy is, he died unexpectedly, and he's here because there's all kinds of shit connected to him or stuff. It just feels like everything in your family is going off right now. Like all the fireworks are going off all at the same time. And so you have a lot of loved ones here, but you also just have a lot of shit going on is what I want to say. And I feel like that's where I feel the spirit of these people kind of coming in and just saying like, hey, we're around right now. There's a great need for that. But if that's your nephew who died unexpectedly, I know that he's okay over there. And I know that he's surrounded by a lot of these people that are family to him because he does have a lot of dead people over there. So I just want to tell you that. Anyone else who wants a reading, there's an email. And the email is askhim@yahoo.com. And I'm only doing them now. So if you send it at any other time when I'm not live, I'm not going to answer it. So just for right now, askhim@yahoo.com. I have someone else that I wanted to read. And then I'll go back to that. But there was another one when I looked at it earlier. There was another name that stood out to me, but Julie has loud people and they wanted to talk. So you have a very like boisterous, energized family. So I just want to say that to you, Julie. They're all just they all seem to have so much vibrate, like they're just vibrating with like happiness. So it's all good vibes. But there was one for someone named Belinda, and it was she's asking about her mom and what she would say in response to what she's going through right now, which seems to be a divorce. So Belinda, wherefore art thou, Belinda? I feel like this particular situation is very, 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 very interesting, whatever's going on here. But somebody was pulling me toward her earlier. It's just that Julie's people were like, yes, like they're just happy I saw them or something. I don't know. But is this the one that says Bindi? Is that Belinda Boyd? Is that who that is? Hopefully. Just checking. Oh yeah, Bindi is Belinda. Perfect. So Belinda, like I said in her email, it said she's going through a difficult time and her mom's in the spirit world. I feel like and you just kind of wonder what she'd say, but I actually feel like, I know you said that you'd been married for a long time, but I feel like, and I'm saying this in the nicest way possible, but I just feel like it might have ended before it ended, or, like it was a long time, but maybe you felt like it was over a while ago or something. At least that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from your mom. And I feel like she just puts her hands on your shoulder. Now, I do think your mom was ill before she passed. She seems very familiar with this, how to do this, how to talk. So I don't know if I've ever read you before. I don't know if I've ever talked to her before, but she seems to know how to do this. So when she's coming through to communicate with you, it's like she knows what she's doing. And so she wasn't well before she died. She says that it's been a while. She's just seen this evolution, or it's like this ending before the actual ending. So there had to be something that I feel like there's like a final straw or a final, I have read you. Okay. And there's like a final straw or a final breaking point that comes in a way that's a little unexpected, but that's what moves you forward. So it's almost like something comes to your attention and it's just like, okay, this is all I needed. And I don't know what that is, but I feel like you've asked the universe, the spirit world, the whatever you want to call it, you've asked over and over and over again to get this information. You just wanted to know what you should do or something like that. And then I feel like everything finally just comes to a head and you made the decision, or you both made the decision, or whatever it is. I feel like it's overdue. And I feel like it was just kind of like one little thing that if someone else would have done it, that it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just this little thing, the straw that broke the camel's back. It's a little thing. But that was what it took for some reason. So what do you think about that, Bindi? And Bindi is for Belinda. I like that, Bindi. I think that was the name of Robert Irwin's daughter is named Bindi. But anyway, as if you guys care about that. But anyway, I just want to get more feedback from her, because I feel like her mom, she called me in, she pulled me in when I was looking at that, when I was looking through the emails before. So I just want to say it was a big straw. Okay. It seems like whatever it was. And I feel like you got kind of wind of something or saw something or whatever. Everything kind of falls together. So I don't know what it is, but I feel like your mom is saying there's new things in the future, or there's better things will be better in the future. I feel like, one of the things that you worry is that, wait, what does that say? Do I know what she died from? I don't know yet. We'll see if I can figure that out. Hold on just a sec. She's talking about your relationship. She's just saying, since she's been in the spirit world, she's seen things very differently than how she saw when she was here. And she's kind of giving you like a green light with whatever that's about. I do feel like you're stay local when I move. Will I get to stay local when I move? This is all for your mom, though, because I think you also have a father over there, because there's somebody else talking. There's a man over there. So if you're asking if you get to stay local when you move, if you're asking like, do I move out of town or do I move far away? I'm not really getting that. I feel like there might be a concern about that. But when I tune in your mom, she talks about that when she dies, it's very peaceful. She's at peace when it happens, and I almost feel like she's asleep. But I feel like there's an underlying health condition connected to heart, something like that I'm seeing there. So yeah, your dad's there too. That's why he's just like, what about me? So, but I definitely feel like your father is there, and he's making, he's standing with your mom, and they're standing together like as a team. And I feel like as a team, they stand behind you with whatever it is that you're going through with this divorce. I do not think this, I don't think that you're doing the wrong thing. I definitely think you're on the right track. So I just want to reinforce that, you doing what you're doing, because I feel like it was overdue, and whatever it took to make this happen, I feel like when you get to the other side of it, you'll feel better. So I just want you to know that. And that was for Belinda. Now I'm going to go back to the email, because she's your mom, Belinda, is trying to help you with so many things. And how they help is with, how do I say it? Like inspiring people. They can inspire things as long as people are listening. And I feel like for you, Belinda, that your mother and father are there together working to try to inspire like a better outcome. Because I think sometimes you wonder that you're not going to have anybody, or you'll get to have that kind of partnership. I feel like you've wanted it. It just keeps slipping through your fingers. So I just want to tell you that, you will feel better. You will. And things will get better, but I just want you to know that they all love you and that they're here. So I'm going to move on to another reading. And for anyone else who's signed in, it's askhim@yahoo.com. And I'm only answering emails that are coming now. So I am just going back through here. And okay, let me see here. I guess we're talking to a couple of dead people now. There. So you guys, when you send the information, you don't have to send everything. It's okay. Like I'll figure it out. The less is more in this particular case. So I'm picking from the list and trying to weed out the junk mail that's coming. Okay. So Pam Devendorf, who needs a message from Ron. Oh, where did it go? Nope. Someone, Pam Devendorf, that is needs a message from Ron. So, Ron seems kind of close to the age of whoever this is, like maybe in the same age group as you or something like that. But he's here, and he said that yep, there you go, Pam Devendorf. This is he like a romantic, like a husband or a partner of yours? Yes, he is like a husband, partner, kind of. He seems pretty intense when he's coming through. He almost like stopped my email, stopped me reading the email like the other people did. And he said, yes, he's your husband. He's here because he's telling me that you have been like talking to him a lot. And I don't know exactly why. I don't know if it's recent or if it's just that you need him. But it seems like as I'm connecting with him, he's very like, this is where I am. Like, there's these feelings of excitement, of you've got some changes coming up. And I feel like even though it might be stressful now, there's change in the air or something like that. So tell me if I'm on track. But I just feel like he's so intensely dedicated to telling you that things are going to get better. And I feel like he sometimes could, like, he jokes around a little bit. So I feel like sometimes he's not always serious. But in this particular case, whatever's going on around you, I feel like he's very serious about that. So I want to tell you that he's like, oh, I think that also this situation that you are in, it needs a little, it's almost like you're in some kind of a situation. And he says that you're in this situation and he's looking at it. He says you talk to him. Like maybe you're saying like, what do you think of this? Or what do you think I should do with this? Or yeah. And I feel like there's some things though where he didn't always know the answer. Like he's good to listen to or he's good to talk to, but he admits when he doesn't always have the answer. And he just keeps telling me there's something very complex going on with you that needs the inspiration of the world of spirit to help the living people get things all together or move together the right way. That's how he's looking at this. So hold on, you guys. Sorry, I don't have on my only reading glasses. I miss the way he looked at things. Yeah. He's just giving you his perspective, his bird's eye view, I guess. But he says that it's getting better, but there's just this thing about the spirit world needing to influence the living people, or there's living people connected to this. And also, Pam, I think he's all around your freaking house because this guy is always around you. So you guys must have still been together. You must have still been the thing because he's always around you. That is my feeling with him. And it is very strong. And he says you were talking to him just today. He had a warped sense of humor. He may very well have a warped sense of humor still. But he says, though, that he's here for you. You just needed to know he was still here, that he saw everything going on. And there's not much you can do other than just walk beside you. So I just want you to know that. Hi, Sarah. Sarah's on here. Hello, Tooches. I love her. She's one of my very bestest friends. So where'd you go, Pam? So I'm just thinking, Pam, that you have some synchronicities, some weird things that happen. You guys, actually, I'm going to tell you this. This is really cool. This is kind of like these are the best signs is when what'd she say? His nephew was killed 3 weeks ago. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to the nephew. We'll get to the whole situation because he said he's been around a lot. And that's what he's telling me. And so these are the signs that they do that are awesome. And I'm just going to give you an example because sometimes they're so complex, I can't figure it out. But the synchronicity is definitely something you could figure out. And if you put the nephew's name in there, Pam, when I'm able to read it, because I have a bifocal on, so when I'm able to read it, I'll get him by his name if you want to talk to the nephew. But here's just a little quick example of how signs work. And this is a really cool little story, okay? So you guys know I've been doing this almost 20 years now because Mike died. That was my kid's dad. He died on 9/12. We see 9/12 everywhere. It's a long-standing kind of thing. So anyway, the day before yesterday, someone who has been to me multiple times, who has a husband named Mike, who's also dead, came to me for a reading, and she left a review. And in the review, it said Kim and Mike. And I thought to myself, "Aw, hi." And then right as I said that, the clock turned 9/12. And then I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then an ex of mine sent me a text that said, "Hey, it's 9/12 yams." So all that weird little things that happen, all that little sparkly magic that happens, that's them communicating with you. That's them communicating with you all the time. And Joseph, wait a minute. Are there like injuries for him or something? I don't know what happened to this Joseph fellow, but he does not look like an older man. He looks like a younger man. So is Joseph younger than you, Pam Devendorf? So, wait, Pam, where'd you go? He was 32. Okay. Because I know he's younger than me. So the thing about Joseph, though, is that his mom's still alive, right? It's like his mom's here. He's talking about his mom, and I think you might know his mom. And I get that other guy over there too. They're like needling down. But his mom, this is about his mother. I'm not sure you're his mother, but I feel like I'm supposed to talk about his mother and visiting her and talking to her. And I don't know what the heck he's talking about. But he's talking about her. Wait, what? No, she's there in my husband's sister. I'm talking about someone still living. I think I'm talking about somebody still living. So is Joseph's mom gone? Because I thought his mom was still here. No, she's there. No, she's there is my husband's sister. Okay. So she's younger than you, though, or she just seems younger. But I don't know. I don't know then why he's talking about his mother. But there seems to be a lot of stuff here about the mother. And so I don't know if she's gone already. Maybe he's saying he's with his mom. But it seems like however he died, that sucked. And I think that is absolutely awful. I actually feel like what I would tell you is that he keeps talking about his mother. So maybe his mother's over there, but he keeps saying, I'm with my mother. So he's close to his mother. But I also feel like he says that when he dies, there's all this concern about what was happening to him, but he wasn't like there anymore. He gives me this feeling like something happened to him that's really shitty, but he's like out of his body, or maybe something happened and he was unconscious and then he died, or he just doesn't seem to remember any like pain. So I don't know. I feel like this might have been pretty instant. So, she died 2 years ago, his mom. So, so Pam, he keeps saying he's with his mom. So maybe that's what he meant, and I'm getting it wrong. But he's very much keeps saying I'm with my mom, and he's telling me that however he died, that it just seems like very abrupt. And he says he didn't feel anything, and he just like slips away. So I just want to tell you that, and pass that along about him. There was Nicole Iverson Ortiz. I wonder, have I ever talked to you before? You asked for your dad, but have I talked to your dad before? Because you put that on there, and I feel like someone's getting my attention. That's like, oh yeah, that's for me. Where are you, Nicole? Sorry guys, I don't know. It just doesn't load very fast. Or oh yes, shortly after he passed. So I've talked to this guy because he is telling me, he's like, oh, I know what I'm doing. So when I like glanced down and I saw that, because I was grabbing most of them out of the emails, he was like, yeah, I'm here. She knows it. She knows I'm okay. But it's like he's here because actually you asked him. You were like, come on. And I feel like he's not even really like, he just kind of like busts in like, she told me, try to make it. So I feel like your dad loves you very much. And I want you to know that. And I want you to know that he's also healed and doing well in the spirit world. And I feel like, honestly, there's something kind of magic about your dad. I don't know what it is, but he's got like his own little pizzazz, his own little personality when he's coming through. And I just feel like he's really wanting you to know, like, he's like, I'm present, I'm here. But he seems like he's acting like he's also tough. And I don't actually feel like he is that tough, but he's acting like he was tough, or something like that. He's kind of, he's funny. Everybody loves him. Yeah. So he just wanted to make sure that I said hi to you today of all the days. So he said, you knew it. And he knew it. Whenever you saw this post go up or whenever you saw it, you were like, is that a sign? And he's like, yes, it was a sign. So it just ended up being on that date. And he's just saying it's a sign. Like, he's like giving himself credit for that. So I just gotta tell you, Nicole, you must have had a thought that he would definitely be here tonight, because he says he's like definitely like all up in your business. So I just want to tell you that. All right, you guys, I am done doing this for this evening. I did also do readings all day today, so I think I just like hanging out with spirits. But give me any feedback you can about this kind of thing, about if you would ever, like, be willing to be on the live audio. Like, you don't have to have your video on. I don't care about that. Just that way I could hear your voice or that kind of thing. So if you are interested in that, or you think that would work, that ask him a question at yahoo.com. We'll look at that. So any kind of feedback is good. But that way I don't have to spend as much time reading, because if I'm having a conversation with someone, it just happens like that. And so then I can get through more than I was able to get through today. So that's the plan. So not next Friday, but the Friday after, I'll be doing another live. But if any of you are interested in that women's retreat, which is super badass, and you have to spend 4 days with me, so that may discourage you, but hopefully it does not. But that is embraceretreats.com. But I'll be back doing this next Friday, and then the retreat thing, there's a sale after Thanksgiving. So anyway, you guys, it was very nice to see all of you. I'm glad I got to do this. And I just think this works better because there's less like bullshit in the comments. Like, Stephanie didn't even have to be here editing it, like telling people to get off, because it works better on this. I don't know why. So I just saw someone say they'd be willing to do live audio. Awesome. So not this Friday, next Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, we're going to do this again, kind of in a similar kind of link. And we'll enable the ability to chat, and then we'll just kind of have like a back and forth with that. So I just want to let you guys know that. And I just want to tell you, you're all awesome. It's good to see you guys, even if it's just to talk at you. But I hope that your Thanksgiving is awesome, you guys. And thanks for tuning in.